What's going on, everybody? Deacon here, and I'm just making this quick video because I have a couple of days before going back to work, so I wanted to try to have a video up there. But job's coming along well, still learning some things, whole 9 yards. But my videos aren't back on schedule yet, but hopefully I'll figure out something soon that they will be. But enough rambling about that. My question today is, when it comes to your haters, or if you have haters, are they your motivators or are they just spectators? And the reason why I ask that question is because I know for some people, and all of us have experienced one time or another, somebody saying that either something we can or cannot do, something we can or cannot achieve, or we ain't gonna be anything. And then you actually achieve your goal and you make something of yourself, whether it's been them being motivation for you to do it, or are you like others where you already had this goal in mind. It was something you was going to strive for. Nothing was going to get in your way from you stopping doing it. And they were nothing more than just merely spectators. Because the reason why I ask this question, because it's funny. Sometimes with people who claim to be your haters or have the most negative things to say, sometimes they'll be the ones jumping on your bandwagon when they finally see what it is that you saw, the vision you had, and the goals that you wanted to achieve, and they jump on that bandwagon. But then sometimes you have people who then once they achieve their goals, they kind of throw it in people's face like, hi, you remember when y'all said this, said that, this, that, and the other. And now it's kind of like you're almost worse or just as bad as those who were hating on you and had the negative things to say. While if they are nothing more than spectators, then you're saying, hey, I was going to achieve this goal regardless of what anyone had to say. It was a vision I had, I'm going to go for it. And then even when you reach it, some become bandwagons fans, some of them, still hating on you for whatever reason, but you don't care. And I ask that question because for me personally, and just looking at where I am and just reflecting over my life, I look at where I am now and I realize I used a lot of people, what they said more as just they were spectators. You see what you see, you interpret it how you want to interpret it, good, bad, or indifferent, and you say what you have to say and say your opinions. Some people, they told me to my face. Some people said it behind my back. Some people, actually, quite a few people. But I didn't let it affect me one way or another, because I said to myself there were certain goals and aspirations and things that I wanted to do in a position I wanted to put myself in. So, I could do whatever it is I need to do. Like one of those things I wanted to do is that I wanted to get a job that I could provide for a wife and 4 children. Now, of course, we stopped at 2 children, but I could provide for a wife and up to 4 children. And this was whether or not my wife was working. Because I know that things can happen in life where either we're a 2-parent household where both parents are working, or fortunately we're in a situation where, I can provide for the household. I'm very thankful for that. But my wife has been very supportive and instrumental in that. But it was what I wanted to do. And then when we met and she came along, and then we put our goals that we wanted to do as husband and wife together, we went after and achieved these goals, and we didn't seek the approval of others or worry about others who had things to say. Because of course in my lifetime I've had people say certain things where it's just like, man, it was kind of hurtful. Now if it comes from complete strangers, you don't care, but from people you do care about and they say certain things, you do feel kind of taken aback by it. But at the end of the day, one of the best pieces of advice we got from, our old pastor was just him talking about, even when we first got married and we were telling people like, hey, we're trying to show everybody that, how we compliment each other, how we love each other, we want to get married. And people were like, nah. And I can't fault them for what they were saying, because based on your own experiences is usually how you're going to give your advice. I'm no exception to the rule of that. But just the certain things they were saying, he was like, just live your life, continue to love each other, do what you need to do, and that when the time comes, people will jump on board and see that what you guys have. They will see what it is you see in each other. And I just wanted to encourage, I guess this is not really a question. What I want to inspire and just have you, the viewer, whoever's watching this, to take into consideration is, if you have haters, try to make it that they're nothing more than just spectators. Because I don't want you to get in a situation where the motivation, the hate becomes your motivation. Because then once the hate goes away, because it's always gonna be haters, but once that hate goes away, then it's like, What are you going to use this motivation to go after your next goal, your next aspiration, or are you going to become stagnant because now you're not doing anything else because nobody has anything to say to you? As well, if you're if they're just spectators, then you can say to yourself, hey, this is this goal, this is that goal, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve. And then if the next, goal or aspiration comes along, you already know what you need to do and why you need to do it. Always allow your purpose and what you want to go after for your goal to be yours and yours alone. Or, if you're in a family partnership, whatever it is that you're trying to do, make sure though that your focus is on that goal and just block out the noise, because people are going to always talk about you. Sometimes you can control or determine what they say, and I learned sometimes you can't. But as long as what you're doing is the goal you want to achieve and you're going to be happy in achieving that goal, continue to do it. You're going to realize some people, they can't see, further than the hand. If they put it in front of their face, they can't see no further than this. But you have a vision that can see even years and years down the line. Just continue to do what you're doing, continue to be motivated, and in due time, some people will see it and sometimes some people won't. But that was it. I rambled on long enough, but it was something that's been on my heart for a while just to put out there. So, feel free to leave any comments in the comment section below, and as always, be wise. And until I see you guys next time, have a great day.